Keirn's got that sleeper hold on Al Perez in desperation now. That forearm coming across the... Rooster trying to get into the... Oh, wait a minute.
What is this?
Manny Fernandez just came in.
Today I have the opportunity to climb another rung up the ladder. Terminator, I'm going to take you out.
Big Scott Hall, if you think you're going to use me for a stepping stone today, you got another thing coming you'll never forget.
Thank you so very much, and hi everybody. Welcome to Florida Championship Wrestling, sanctioned of course by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America. I'm Gordon Solie, and we've got a tremendous hour in store for you. If you're wondering where my co-host is, my color commentator Diamond Dallas Page, he said he'd much rather be introduced with a little music. So, if we may, let's bring on the Diamond Man himself, Diamond Dallas Page, and we'll see what's on his mind for this week. While we're waiting for him to appear, let me also remind all of you that, of course, as you just heard, we will have the big match upcoming. Scott Hall facing the Terminator, and that should prove to be quite a match indeed.
Hey, Gordon, what's happening, baby? Woo!
Welcome
I feel
aboard,
so good
sir.
tonight, baby. You know, see my new shirt here, baby? Since one of my fans sent me this, people have been calling DDP the Cape Crusader. Get ready, all the evil here, baby. All the evil. Professional Wrestling Federation, brother.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to take more than a Cape Crusader. We've got a Super Slam contest coming up later
Woo!
on.
That's right, the Commandos, brother.
Right.
$1,000 for anybody who can slam either Commando, brother. Well, I know it ain't happening today. It sure ain't gonna happen tomorrow. Not either one of those two boys, direct from the front line. You don't go there, but I don't want to talk about that. Let me talk. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking about it. Now listen, man. I know you've been looking a little down lately, a little under the weather. You know, I brought you Elvis, I brought you diamonds, I brought you gold. And I got something special here. Crank up that music right now, and let's bring out a little special treat here regarding Shut Up When I'm Talking. Crank up that music. Where's it at? I got a
what
special
have
treat
you
here
got?
for you. Hey, bro, I got a special treat here for you, man. When I get a treat going here, bring them ladies out. Bring them dolls out here. We don't need any music for this. This speaks for itself, brother. You know, me and my man, the Hump, Sir Oliver Humperdink, that is. We were partying down, taking out a few cold ones out in Tattletales, and I brought a few ladies here just for you to meet, baby. They all want to be down the dolls, you know that is. What do you got? What do you got to say for them, ladies? Crank it up there for them. Yeah, you can. Come on over here, ladies. Come on over here.
I swear to goodness, I won't need a pacemaker after all.
I don't think so. See, I'm always trying to take care of you, man. I'm always trying to take care of you. This is Sasha, PJ, and Laura here. Ladies, lay a big cold one on the man there. That's those cold ones I was talking about, goddess. Thank you, ladies. You were lovely. You were lovely. Thank you, ladies.
Well, okay, we'll see you later, Diamond. I'm going to just go ahead and
I know you
leave
want to
with
leave with the ladies. I just brought them over here, special treat here, liven up the show here, brother.
Well, it's alive, I'll tell you that. We're going to be hearing from the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. We'll also be talking to the president of the PWF of America, R.C. Randy Roberts, a little bit later on. Don't forget the big Super Slam. The Commandos have offered $1,000 to anybody that can slam them. That'll be coming up a little bit later on. And some other surprises, so by all means do stay tuned. Right now, we do have a match in the ring. It's the one we told you about last week. And that is Big Scott Hall going up against the Terminator special challenge match. One fall, a 20-minute time limit.
You know, Gordon, first of all, you forgot to mention that my main man out there, Sir Oliver Humperdink, out there at ringside with the Terminator. He is now a part of the Diamond Exchange, baby. I told you I like that Terminator, baby. He's going to terminate anyone who gets in his way, Scott Hall included.
Well, we'll find out. Big Scott Hall, 276 pounds, 6'6". Big man, puts Tom Selleck to shame for looks, as far as I'm concerned. This is a good-looking youngster.
Hey, looks have nothing to do with it. If he stays too long in the ring there with the Terminator, brother, his looks will be terminated.
Homecoming 2 is coming on May 6th, and we'll tell you more about that later on. Some very, very exciting news, and we'll be telling you more details. Good leapfrog by Scott Hall. High hip toss by Hall. Hall charges in up in a beautiful flying drop kick. Terminator in trouble, and Hall crashes down with that elbow, but the Terminator rolled to one side. Hall rolls away from it. Wing over takedown on the Terminator. Scott Hall now an inside armbar. Mickey J is our official referee. One fall, 20-minute time limit.
He's on the ropes. Get off him. Get off him.
And a spirited crowd here at our wrestling studio.
Loud-mouthed people from Tampa. That's what they are.
Well, I have news for you. We have people here from all over the country today.
You're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, I can see a couple of ladies I know in the crowd from Kansas City and Minneapolis to see the kid here. Everyone wants to be a Diamond Doll. Those fine ladies you just saw. Now, there are some fine ladies down there at Tattletales. We found them, brother. Me and the Hump are always out carousing for Diamond Dolls, brother.
Well, right now, the Terminator, I'm sure, wishes he were somewhere else besides in the ring with Scott Hall. Scott Hall, full-arm drag and twist, continues to punish the Terminator. The Terminator down to one knee. Scott Hall, very quick step over, in behind his man, and that's the ideal position to be in if you're wrestling. Get behind your man. He sure as heck can't pin you then. Good clean break by Scott Hall. Backs away.
Big deal.
We will be seeing the Latin heartthrob Al Perez and the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez a little bit later on in tag team action.
Two bad Latins there, baby. B-A-double-D bad. Whoa!
Beautiful front fireman carry. Well executed by Scott Hall. Then he crashes down against those biceps and triceps of the Terminator, offering some more punishment.
Stretching some of them ligaments there, baby.
As I said, of course, earlier, all of these matches sanctioned by the Professional Wrestling Federation of America. We are indeed Florida Championship Wrestling. Referee Mickey J checking those shoulders. Sir Oliver Humperdink moves into the scene, offering some comments. I don't know whether he was offering advice to the Terminator or making some comments to Scott Hall.
Brother, Sir Oliver is a genius. The man's a genius. Look at you see what just happened. You just broke away from it. Listening to the Hump. The Hump is a brain, baby. I tell you, I like Terminator much better on his own, baby. He looks stronger every day I see him. Oh, cheap shot by Hall.
Hall with a good forearm across the chest. Terminator, Irish whip, and then caught him with a forearm to the side of the jaw. That rolled Scott Hall's eye skyward.
Big leg, baby, right across that throat there. You know, brother, you were talking about how good looks Scott Hall's got before. He can't get a date. He couldn't buy a date, brother. You know, looks aren't everything. You gotta have a personality, and that man has zero personality. Sub-zero, not personality. A man with personality is a man like the Terminator.
Yeah, sort of a Boeotian. All right, Mickey J checking with Scott Hall once again, but I have not seen Scott Hall violate the rules.
Grabbed his short tights right there, brother. Hump pointed it out to him.
Flat of the foot by the Terminator, then a forearm across the thoracic area of the back. Irish whip once again. Caught him with an elbow into the pectoralis majors. Now a half chancery. And so Scott Hall's got his problems now. The Terminator keeping him tied up.
You know, got it. I just got a note here from one of the girls from Tattletales. They want to talk to you after. They have something they want to talk to you about after the match is over here today.
Well, I got several things I'd like to talk about with them.
Well, I just letting you know that, brother.
Okay, that's fair enough.
A little shy.
Yeah, I noticed that. Terminator back on his feet now. Big Scott Hall. A very, very important match for both of these men. Obviously, it'll move one of them up the rung on the ladder.
The Terminator. Anyone in the Diamond Exchange keeps moving forward. Forward.
Al Perez, of course, currently our Florida heavyweight champion, the Southern Force. Black Bart and Hangman Bobby Jaggers, the Florida tag team champions. And the Professional Wrestling Federation of America champion, of course, is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Obviously, the big steel man and Al Perez have really got their sights set on Dusty Rhodes.
Well, you know, after they saw him get beat right in the middle of a square circle, speaking of Al Perez, the uncrab. Oh, beautiful! I can't believe that move actually got me excited. I thought, I lost total control. That was a beautiful move by Hall. But Terminator prevailed there, brother. Getting back to what I was saying, when I saw Dusty Rhodes right there in the middle of the ring for the 1, 2, 3. Man, Perez, it's just a matter of time for him, or definitely the big B-A-double-D Bad Steel Man takes it home, brother.
Well, that's a matter of much conjecture, I must say. A complaint from official Mickey J to the Terminator, and the Terminator trying to explain his way out of it. Once again, they square off collar and elbow, and it's the Terminator driving a knee to the midsection of Scott Hall. Irish whip takes him off the ropes. Oh, caught him with a lariat coming off.
Gotta hook him, baby. Gotta hook that leg.
Big Scott Hall. Having some problems now with the Terminator. The Terminator brought him up a backbreaker. No, sir. Hall powers out again before the count. We mentioned, of course, the homecoming on May 6th. We'd also like to remind all of you in the Tampa Bay area, we will be at the Sportatorium this coming Thursday night. This coming Thursday night at the Sportatorium.
I tell you, sometimes this Terminator just blacks out. I could hear Hump from here yelling, hook the leg, hook the leg. He just, you know, sometimes he just gets totally possessed. He's a brawler. He's a brawler at heart.
Well, the name on the marquee is wrestling, and right now he's got a side headlock on Scott Hall. Hall fires him off. Hall catches him a nice drop kick.
Move the belly to belly there,
That'll ring a 9/11 for him, I'll tell you that.
His foot's on a rope. His foot's on a rope. His foot's on a rope. Right there.
Well, we had the bell. We had the bell.
On the rope, baby. Right there. His foot's
now
on
the
the rope.
referee explaining that now to Scott Hall.
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Woo! Oh, beautiful.
The DDT on Scott Hall.
From that, baby.
And Hall was not prepared. He was not prepared at all.
He knocked him so I didn't know where he was for a minute there, bro. Woo!
2 pins in that match. 2 pins as far as I'm concerned.
The legal one was right there, baby. The referee went for the 1, 2, 3 Terminator. That's right.
Well, I don't know about that because Scott Hall, at that point in time, thought the match was over, so he was caught totally unprepared. Now, watch it here very, very carefully, what we're talking about. Watch now. Scott Hall catches him perfectly. Belly-to-belly suplex. Drives him to the canvas. Has the man down for the pinfall. Lateral press. Now, that foot is close to the ring rope, but all right, now, I will have to admit it's over the ring rope at that point. But the referee did not see it. Look at Scott Hall. He's not aware of it. He has his back to the action. He is convinced that he's won the match. He heard the 3 count. The referee gave him that 3 count. Now, of course, there is a protest and there is a discussion going on. But now, watch. Scott Hall is still saying, no, it was a 1, 2, 3. And he is totally unprepared for any kind of combat at this point in time. This has to be a Pearl Harbor, really. He just barely turned around when he was caught and then driven into that DDT.
Beautiful, beautiful, baby.
Yeah, well, anyway, that one still remains to be solved as far as I'm concerned. They need a rematch. We'll be back. Well, in just a moment, we're going to be hearing from the PWF of America heavyweight champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I might point out that his son, Dustin, is still on the recovery list, and hopefully within the next, say, 10 days or 2 weeks, maybe we'll have Dustin back in action.
Oh, good. Oh, who cares, man? They don't care. What we really care about is when we saw Dusty Rhodes take the 1, 2, 3 right from Mr. Perez, the Latin lover, brother, and he ain't in love with Dusty Rhodes when he puts him down for the 1, 2, 3 right here on national television, brother. You saw it, I saw it, we all saw it, baby.
Well, we saw it, and we also saw 3-on-1, as a matter of fact.
I was like one man was on top of another man.
Let's right now hear some comments from the PWF of America heavyweight champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
You know, last week the situation is the shot heard round the world. Dusty Rhodes pinned on television by Al Perez, the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. Since coming back to the Professional Wrestling Federation and Florida Championship Wrestling, I've had to deal with a lot of adversity. Terry Funk and my own son from my loins, Dustin Rhodes, taken out for 4 weeks in the career of a 19-year-old kid. Dealing with that, accepting the challenge of the Funk, accepting the challenge of the Al Perez's, the Manny Fernandez, the Big Steel Man, accepting the challenge of the fact is, and get it straight, I left the National Wrestling Alliance because I could not be bought. When I signed on with the Professional Wrestling Federation, I knew it was headed to the top. You were never able to buy Dusty Rhodes the American Dream. No amount of money can take the love that me and the mass millions across this country have for each other. Now then, Daddy, I will deal with the Terry Funk situation. They say the feud of all feuds. I will deal with Al Perez and the Raging Bull. I will deal with the Big Steel Man. Because why? Because I cannot be bought. And I told y'all, from the great WWF, the great AWA, the great NWA, if you want Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, come to Florida and get him.
All right, some very strong commentary from the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And right now we have the Bubblegum Kid and Mike Awesome in the ring. They're going to be facing Al Perez and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. And there they come.
Woo-hoo, here they come, led out by my main man, the Hump, baby.
Sir Oliver Humperdink leading out the Florida heavyweight champion Al Perez and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. This Australian tag team event, one fall with a 10-minute time limit.
My man, the Bull don't feel like waiting for the bell there, brother. He's ready to crank it up and let's go.
I can dig that. All right.
He had to drop somebody at one of my after-hours club, Norman's Hideaway, the other night. Some guy come up there talking, getting in his face, and it was like 1, 2, 3. He looked at Manny and lights out, you know. Try not to let that happen, but sometimes, you know.
Bell is rung, and it's a Bubblegum Kid moving out against the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. And they meet head-on, and it's a Bubblegum Kid getting the side headlock. So, the Bubblegum Kid taking the battle to Manny Fernandez. Caught him with a good shoulder smash up and over his man. This time a leapfrog by Manny Fernandez, and it's the Bubblegum Kid catching him once again, a full body slam. High hip toss by the Bubblegum Kid. Manny Fernandez has not moved effectively against the Bubblegum Kid.
I spoke about it last week. I told you the kid was coming on, man. He put on some weight. He's been working out in the gym. I think the Bulls just took him a little too lightly now. Now they're coursing in the corner. Things will be taken care of. It's solid now. Man, to get his thoughts together.
It's Al Perez moving out. Al Perez, Florida heavyweight champion, and he's facing a lot of challenges. Dick Slater sure wants some of him. By the way, there will be wrestling tomorrow night for those of you in the Orlando area.
You know, like you were saying, he is the Florida heavyweight champion, but he's also the uncrowned Professional Wrestling Federation of America heavyweight champion.
Perez caught that time, but he also caught Mike Awesome below the rib cage, and Perez moves back in once again. Once again, the tag is made, and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, moves in. Massive forearms across the back.
Oh, yeah.
Man, he caught
now
him
he's right. He's got to warm up a little bit there, got it?
Awesome in a lot of trouble right now. In a lot of trouble.
Awesome trouble. He's in awesome trouble. Wow. Oh, beautiful.
Flying headbutt by Al Perez. Awesome tried to fire back, but that punch lacked authority. Perez sets him up.
Oh, my God. That guy's going to be 270 pounds.
He's going into that chopper swing.
The alley-copter, third floor, baby. Oh! Can't get up for that, baby.
Wow. I must say that was an impressive duo. The Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, and Al Perez taking on the team, and here we're seeing it once again. There's that tremendous forearm across the back. Now, Mike Awesome had already been stunned. Now watch Perez. He brings up 270 pounds into that chopper swing. And once you get into that from Al Perez, you can pretty well safely be assured it is all over. Perez now, that giant swing, you begin to lose your equilibrium, and then suddenly he dumps you like a sack of potatoes, and it is all over. Well, let's move on over now to Diamond Dallas Page and to Sir Oliver Humperdink.
That's right, baby. Right here, last week, you saw it. Shocked the world, baby. Dusty Rhodes right down there for the 1, 2, 3. This man right here, the unheralded, without the crown around his waist right now, but the unheralded Professional Wrestling Federation of America champion. Am I right on?
Diamond Dallas, everybody has been calling and running, saying, I didn't believe what happened. Well, take a look. This is what happened to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. With Al Perez on top, 1, 2, 3. And we could have done it all night long. Let me tell you something, Dusty Rhodes. This man is walking around, whether you like it or not, with a win over you. Talk to him, brother. Talk to him.
You know something, baby? When we came to Florida, we heard about the legend and what it was meant to be. Well, baby, we're the legend killers. And when it comes to rocking and rolling, nobody does it better than the Bull, baby. And now that I got the Latin heartthrob, the Bull. Yeah, we're back together. Bull, the first time we were together in 84, and we caused rampage all over Texas. Now, Florida, get hot and get ready and come and buy some tickets because the Bulls are back and we're going to put out the American Dream. Tell them about it, Dad.
You know something, Dream? You're the biggest and the baddest thing in professional wrestling today. But right here, Daddy, is a man who's going to beat you time and time again till I take that title.
Habla español. No puede hablar latino. No puede hablar latino. No se olvide a toda la gente latina que los latinos van a ser el número 1. Y en Miami, cuando vinimos, vamos a acabar con el sueño americano. Let's rock, Daddy.
Hey, baby, let's go to some important messages.
As we told you earlier on the program, of course, we were going to hear some comments from the PWF of America President R.C. Randy Roberts regarding Homecoming 2. So let's go to Action Central right now and Randy Roberts.
Miami on May 6th, the Knight Center, Homecoming 2 will be held. The Professional Wrestling Federation of America is very proud to present a card of wrestling matches that involves various wrestling organizations and individual stars from all over the world. On that night, AWA champion Larry Zbyszko will defend his title against the challenge of Mike Graham. Also, women's champion Wendy Richter will defend her title against Penelope Paradise. For the main event that night, I have signed what many people consider to be the grudge match of the century. It involves 2 participants that have had an ongoing feud for many, many years. Right now, let's take a look at a recent match which involves one of the participants of that ongoing feud.
Off the ropes, Dustin Rhodes gets into a high back drop. All right, and Dustin Rhodes, that adrenaline is flowing now. Terry Funk powers out once again. Irish whip off the ropes. Dustin Rhodes gets him with that big elbow. And Dustin Rhodes comes crashing down again across the chest of Terry Funk. And Sir Oliver Humperdink has suddenly come in the ring. Sir Oliver Humperdink.
He's got him. Now there he is. Beating on a manager again.
Hey, wait a minute. You just said that anybody who gets in the ring, they're fair game.
Hey,
he's in the ring, he's fair game.
The game was over there.
Uh-huh.
Look at this. Beating on a manager.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's he done here? He's hooked that ankle with a chain, apparently.
He's got him right where he wants him. Now Hump gets his just dessert here.
Referee is calling for the bell. Referee is stopping the match. It's gotten totally out of hand here, and Dustin is trapped in that leg and ankle.
Another case of self-defense, brother.
Yeah, self-defense. Tell me about it. Terry Funk in there.
Nothing irritates a wrestler more than seeing someone touch his manager. Nothing.
Oh, man.
Woo! Beautiful.
Oh.
Beautiful. These people on their feet, they love it.
He is trying to break it. Hold on.
For the main event in Knight Center in Miami on May the 6th, I have signed the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Terry Funk to meet in a Texas death match with bunkhouse rules. In that match, both wrestlers will come to the ring dressed in any way they choose. There will be no disqualification. Falls do not count. There will be no time limit. The winner of that match will be the last man left standing. Next week, I will bring to you the rest of the matches to be at Homecoming 2.
Thank you very much, Randy Roberts, president of the PWF of America. And that may well spell the end of one man's career or the other.
Yeah, no kidding. We both know who that is.
Yeah.
It sure ain't the Funk, baby.
All right, we're going to see Mike Graham in action right now, moving out against Jim Backlund. Backlund, of course, PWF Junior Heavyweight Champion. Mike Graham, who will be facing Larry Zbyszko, the AWA Heavyweight Champion. And Graham is no stranger to Zbyszko, and that'll take place, of course, as we said, at the Knight Center in Miami.
I think that Mr. Mike Graham better worry about Mr. Jimmy Backlund out there right now. Don't worry about Larry Zbyszko.
Quick fireman carry takedown by Graham, and now it's Backlund catching Graham in a head scissors. I point out we will be at War Memorial Auditorium next Wednesday night in Fort Lauderdale. Next Wednesday night, War Memorial.
Fort Lauderdale ain't no other place I like to party better than that, baby. Except for the Keys, there's back from Isla Morada, partying down there with Tammy and Trey and one of the lovely dolls of Victoria out there. We were going wild. Trey, man, was drinking up a storm down there with those rum runners.
Well, enough of that. All right. Slam on Graham, and Graham back to his feet once again.
You know, if I was Mike Graham, I'd be really worried now that I think about it. He's got Jimmy Backlund in there right now, one very, very B-A-double-D bad cat, and then he's got to go against Zbyszko. Good God.
Well, I'll tell you one
How's he sleep
thing.
at night, baby? How's he sleep at night?
I would imagine rather comfortably, because Graham can go one of two ways. If you want to Pier 6 it, he's ready. And if you want to wrestle, that's a name on the marquee. He's more than ready for that. Leapfrog by Backlund. Backlund flying again, and Graham caught him mid-flight. Graham has him up, and Graham with a full body slam on Backlund into a lateral press.
Speaking of body slams, baby, it's on today, baby. $1,000. Who can slam a commando?
Yeah, those fellows are 400 pounds apiece. Side headlock now by Mike Graham.
It's like putting the money in the bank and knowing it's going to stay there and gain interest.
We'll find out. Of course, next week, or next Monday, I might point out, Fort Pierce, St. Lucie County Civic Center, an outstanding night of
Beautiful move.
Hey, you got the hand at the Backlund on that one into a full Boston Crab. Yes, sir. And Mike Graham may have some serious trouble here. Oh, there again. See, this is where Mike Graham was a powerlifting champion. Those tremendous, extremely heavy squats. And those powerful leg muscles served him well on that one. Graham driving that shoulder into the chest now of Backlund. Backlund taking a shortcut. Reversal that time, and Backlund up and over tried to catch his man. Graham hung onto those ring ropes. Backlund's got some problems. Graham in behind him. Belly to back suplex in a beautiful high bridge. Got the count of three. Got the count of three. Mike Graham defeats Jim Backlund.
I'll tell you, baby, let's send this to some impotent messages. Woo.
The Homecoming 2, Miami Knight Center, May 6th. Match time is 8 p.m. Advance tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations. A full card of championship matches, including a girls' title match. Wendy Richter takes on the challenge of Penelope Paradise. In a $10,000 bounty match, it will be Dustin Rhodes and Big Scott Hall against Bam Bam Bigelow and the Raging Bull Manny Fernandez, along with Sir Oliver Humperdink. An AWA Heavyweight Championship match. Larry Zbyszko defending his title against the challenge of Mike Graham. In a lights-out bunkhouse Texas death match, it'll be Dusty Rhodes against Terry Funk. And then in Homestead, at the Homestead High School Gymnasium, Friday, April 28th at 8 p.m., 5 great matches with all of your favorite Florida TV stars, including the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And then this coming Wednesday night in Fort Lauderdale, War Memorial Auditorium. Advance tickets are available at all Ticketmaster locations. 6 championship wrestling events, including a special grudge match, Mike Graham against Commando Ray, a Florida tag team title, Black Bart and Hangman Bobby Jaggers of the Southern Force against Big Scott Hall and Gator Keirn. In a tape fist match, it will be the Big Steel Man with Sir Oliver Humperdink against Dick Slater. And in the main event, the PWF Heavyweight Championship, Al Perez challenging the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. With me right now, our big Scott Hall and Gator Keirn. And gentlemen, some busy nights ahead.
In Fort Lauderdale, the Southern Force is putting those titles on the line. Now, this is simple. Bobby Jaggers and Black Bart are two men to be respected, but two men that can't be beat. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you go out there and you got Humperdink standing in the side, there's always something happening where you get an interference. Let me tell you something, Humperdink. You stick your nose anywhere near that ring when we've got that opportunity, and I'm going to clip it off, pal.
You know, you can't take anything away from the Southern Force. They came in here looking for the belts, and they find themselves at the top of the heap. Well, loud talking and trying to bully people around ain't going to work against Gator Keirn and Scott Hall.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's listen to what this group has to say.
Let's all remember that May 6, 1989 is going to be Homecoming 2 coming to the Night Center right here in Miami. But let's talk about the 21st of April in Fort Lauderdale when the Southern Force put their title on the line. Well, let me tell you something, Alligator Breath and Beanpole. We do brag. We do tell people what we're going to do to them. But you want to know something? You're like so many people before you. You can't do a damn thing about it. So come to Fort Lauderdale and try to shut our mouths and try to beat us. And then tape your fist up good and tight, Dickie Slater, because I'm sending the big man himself. Yes, the Steel Man, the Fort Lauderdale brother, beat him to death. Let me tell you something, Hump. You ain't got nothing to worry about, because I'm going to rip the top of his head off and pull what little braids he's got left clean out of the top of his head, and then I'm going to take care of him after that. That's right, at a big man event that night, Diamond Dallas.
That's right, baby. And then you saw it, I saw it, Fort Lauderdale. You're going to see it again. Right now, the present uncrowned Professional Wrestling Federation of America champion, and he's going to take it again in Fort Lauderdale.
Graham has joined me right now, and of course he goes after the AWA title on May 6th at the Homecoming 2, but first of all, you've got to get by Commando Ray this coming Wednesday night in Fort Lauderdale.
You know, that's a tough match. That's going to get me in condition and a lot of training to meet Larry Zbyszko, who is the AWA champion. So far, he's the only champion of the other organizations that has answered any of our challenges. I've been the AWA champion before, and I know he's a little heavier than me, but I've got a lot of experience and a lot of heart and determination. So at Homecoming 2, Larry Zbyszko, if you're out there sunshining and vacationing in the beautiful city of Miami, you better be paying attention. And Ray, Commando Ray, you're going to be my first tour of duty in Fort Lauderdale.
All right, it's all going to happen this coming Wednesday night, April 19th in Fort Lauderdale, War Memorial Auditorium. Get your advance tickets at all Ticketmaster locations.
That's right, baby. Crank up the music, and let's bring out the B-A-double-D baddest man in the land. That's right, baby. At 385 pounds, I'm talking about the Wild Man. Welcome to the jungle, boy. The big B-A-double-D band, Steel Man. Take it home, brother.
Against the Masked Assassin and brother, the Steel Man, is wasting no time whatsoever as he is putting some hurting on him in a hurry. 385 pounds, and he catches him in that massive, it's El Cid, caught him in that massive bear hug. Down across his throat. He is after Dusty Rhodes in the Professional Wrestling Federation of America Championship, and if this is any indication of what is in store for Dusty, it's going to be tough indeed.
Get over here, big man. I told the world once, I'll tell you again. This is the finest professional wrestling instrument today. That's right, at 385 pounds, the big B-A-double-D man, Steel Man. That's right, I'm the Steel, baby. And I'll tell you what, when it came to Homecoming 1, I made a mistake. It was me who made the mistake, not this man. I screwed up. There was a few kinks in our plan, but now, baby, we got all the kinks out. Am I right, baby? And when we get a hold this gold that we got, baby, we're going to succeed in, baby. And this coming we're going to start crippling everyone in our way, especially Mr. Slater the Traitor. Am I right?
There's the puke. I'm going to rip your bones out. I'm going to rip the flesh out. I'm going to pull your brain out.
We're not going to forget about it, Slater. You traitor. Take it to these impotent messages. This is the message, brother. Woo! So fine. So fine.
All right, there they are, the Commandos, Ray and Boone, ready for the Super Slam Challenge. They've offered $1,000 to anybody who can body slam them. By the way, you said the man was here, and you'd have him out here. Well, we're running out of program time.
I'll tell you what, brother, when I told you Elvis was going to be here, his show, didn't he?
Yep.
When I tell you the man's going to be here, the man's going to be here.
All right, well, we'll wait to see then, I guess. It's going to be interesting to see if either one of these men are capable of being slammed. I'll tell you what, both of them 400 pounds apiece. By the way, the 21st, of course, we will be at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg. PWF Heavyweight Championship. All right, the Nasty Boys moving out. That afternoon, of course, a big golf tournament at Oldsmar, sponsored by the Rotary Club, first annual Oldsmar Festival. But that night, Bayfront Center, St. Petersburg.
Tell you what, these boys better get pumped up to get in the ring with the Commandos, babe, direct from the front line.
Well, I was talking to my good friend Jason Oxendine, and I mentioned to him about this slam, and I'll tell you what, trying to slam either one of these Commandos is going to be doggone difficult. I have to admit that.
Look at, he's going right for it. I can't believe. I guess while he's got some strength in his body, he figures he'll give it a shot.
Hey, $1,000 is $1,000. Well, the crowd is certainly behind the Nasty Boys. There's no question about that. They lock up collar and elbow.
This is just the kind of crowd here for the Nasty Boys. A bunch of functional illiterates. Look at him try it again, man. What is he kidding me? Get a leg up.
Commando Ray let that full 400 plus pounds just go dead weight. See what Sags is able to do here.
Can't wait till the man gets here, baby. Woo-hoo. I'm ecstatic.
Well, seeing is believing. I believe. He's got him up. Almost had him. Almost had him. He missed with that one. He got him up a full body slam. A full slam. He got him with a full body slam. What do you mean nobody saw it?
Nobody's seen it. The referee's backwards, so that's the man that counts it.
Hundreds of thousands of people watching just like I am saw it, that's for sure.
Yeah, they just saw him throw him right out of the ring there, brother.
Well, now, Knobs being attacked by both Boone and Ray. The Commandos have him. They bring him up for a
there
full
was
body
the body
slam.
Oh,
my man, double.
Body slam. Woo!
Double.
Slamming on the body, brother.
Oh.
You got, the referee has got to see it. You know, that's like a stipulation, brother, in any kind of rules.
Well, say what you will, nonetheless, we saw him slammed. As far as I'm concerned, we definitely saw him slammed. Yep, there he goes, outside the ring.
We're looking for this body slam, am I right?
Well, that happened just before
We're looking for this body slam you're telling me about, right? Right? Here it is, you're absolutely right. Now I know what you were talking about. There's the body slam you were looking for.
I was not talking about that body slam at all, and we'll check on that maybe next week or sometime in the future we'll be able to get it on. And this, 800 pounds down across the chest of Knobs, it is all over. And what can I tell you on that? I saw the man slam the Commando.
I saw him slam. Oh, he slammed Knobs. Didn't he slam Knobs, right? I saw him slam Knobs.
Yeah, he slammed Knobs, but before that, Sags slammed Commando Ray.
We just had the instant replay. The boys in the back would have put up the right one. It's quite evident there, brother, but the referee's got to see it to begin with. Referee's very important here. Here's the man! The man is here! With my man, the Hump!
Well, I'll tell you what.
That's right! Woo! This is what I promise you. See, don't doubt me anymore.
I don't want to scream and holler on this television as I have heard Dusty Rhodes do, Gordon Solie. I want to tell a simple story for you, simple-minded people out there. Once upon a time when I was a child, I had a jackass. My father walked up to that jackass, cocked a gun, and blew that jackass's brains out. Now, I said to my father, "Daddy, why did you do that to my jackass?" He said, "Because that jackass was fat and useless. There are some fat,
and useless things in the state of Florida. One fat thing that is useless in the state of Florida is the city of Miami.
Oh, come on now.
Because it is fat with pollution and decadence. And the only reason that I would go into that rat hole is to rid this state of something that is also fat and useless. Fat on its own ego, that is the PWF champion, Dusty Rhodes. Yes, you are the world's champion. But yes, I am here to wrestle you in a Texas death match. But why can't you, Dusty Rhodes? Why can't you put your belt on the line? You and Randy Roberts, the president of the Federation, are ducking and dodging who? You are ducking and dodging Terry Funk, because I am down here with a reason, and I am going to that stinking rat hole to accomplish what I've wanted to, and I will accomplish it.
We'll find out on May 6th, but that's for darn sure. And I think we've had quite enough. Yes, indeed. We'll be right back.
All right.
Promotional consideration has been provided for Florida Championship Wrestling by the following firms. Our special thanks to Bahamas Air and Charlie's Place in the Bahamas. And here on stateside, our special thanks to Affordable Copies, only $35 per hour for copy repair. And Carrollwood Office Services at 13930 North Dale Mabry. Ask for Cynthia if you have any secretarial needs of any kind. Also, Gulf Southern Enterprises, painting and drywall contractors, and to DeVoe Paint. Now then, we have some very interesting situations upcoming, and let's move on now, if we can, over to Sir Oliver Humperdink.
Sir Oliver Humperdink here with the Florida Tag Team Champions, Black Bart and the Hangman Bobby Jaggers.
You know, Hump, they're crying, they're moaning. Dustin Rhodes is coming back. Well, who are you going to get now? Who are you going to get?
Your partner, Dustin Rhodes. You're going to get your legendary, the man that him and I have both tried to put on wrestling for years. I'll tell you what's happening, Humperdink. You got Keirn and Graham. They're on us like a bunch of dogs. And then you got the Nasty Boys. They're the same thing. But like I'll tell you all, Danny, you're all broken down dogs trying to chase a car. What are you going to do when you catch us? The only thing is, we're champions, championship material. We party at the nicest place with the Diamond Dallas Exchange, right there at Norman Jeans, brother. And you know why? Because we are the greatest tag team that ever hit this peninsula. Spoken like true champions, gentlemen. Now let's go to the ring for our next big event.
In the ring right now, Steve Keirn and Dick Slater against the Gladiator and Rick Diamond.
You know, God, that's true. I did have Southern Force down there, Hump, Manny, all the boys were down there partying down at Norma Jeans Dance Club right down there in sunny southwest part of 4 miles, baby. Tearing it up. Yeah, I want to make a couple comments back on what my man, who you didn't think was going to be here, the man who was here, Terry Funk was here. He made it simple enough for even these functional illiterates to understand him, so he spoke very slowly. So even they could understand him, baby. You know, he had a lot of good points there. You know, I thought he expressed himself.
Hold it.
Perfect.
Steve Keirn's got the sleeper hold. Steve Keirn got the sleeper hold on Rick Diamond. And in this Australian tag team match, 1 fall television time remaining. And the referee is calling for the bell. The referee calls for the bell as Steve Keirn dispenses Rick Diamond, and Dick Slater had earlier dispensed the Gladiator himself. And so it is indeed a quick victory for the team of Keirn and Slater. And obviously, of course, they're looking to gain that Florida Tag Team Championship. Here we see them in action now, and Keirn moves in, and notice the skill with which he applies that sleeper hold to Rick Diamond, forearm across that carotid artery. I might point out now, for all of you youngsters who are watching this is an extremely dangerous, lethal hold. Please do not attempt it on your friends. This is a lethal hold. But it was Steve Keirn putting Rick Diamond into Knoxville, and certainly congratulations on a very quick victory.
Put him out! Thank you, Gordon.
Put him out!
First of all, lead and heartthrob. Al Perez and Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, out here boasting about how they're going to take down a legend. Well, let me tell you something about the people in between you and that legend. Al Perez, you were this close to going to sleep last week and losing that Florida heavyweight title. So in other words, Mr. Latin Heartthrob, you and I have got some unfinished business, because as of right now, you have not beat me. You have not even come close. So you are going down, and I'm going to take that title away from you, Mr. Heartthrob.
Mr. Slater?
You know, Gordon Solie, I live, I breathe, I walk, and I talk the danger zone. And when you got people coming in from all over the world for a lot of different reasons, you know, Terry Funk come in here running his mouth, Dusty Rhodes going to close it up real quick. But I'm going to tell you right now, Diamond Dallas Page, I haven't forgot the night that you put the thumbs down on Dick Slater. Well, the steel man may be big and bad, but, brother, I have got more fight in me than any man that you can ever think to put in front of me and tape up their fists like two animals in a ring and beat each other half to death. Well, let me tell you something, steel man. You may be able to beat Dick Slater, and you might not be able to beat Dick Slater before it's all over with. I'm going to get beat up. I may get a busted eye, a broken nose, a few teeth knocked out, but Steel Man, I'm going to knock you until tomorrow if you give me the chance, my friend.
Well, all right, fair enough. May I just say one thing, gentlemen? Obviously, as a tag team combination, frankly, in my opinion, you two have no peers.
It's simple, Gordon. It's called survival of the fittest. Dickie Slater and I have been around for a long time, and we're not going anywhere. The state of Florida is our home. We're representatives of Florida Championship Wrestling, and we wrestle for the PWF, and that's all any of our opponents really need to know.
Thank you so very much, Dick Slater.
I don't like to get real upset all the time, but there's a lot of things that's been upsetting me. Humperdink, Diamond Dallas Page, and a few other, and Dick Slater, as crazy as I might be, and off the wall sometimes, as you know, we'll take care of business, believe me.
Fair enough. Next week, here on Florida Championship Wrestling, we will be seeing the AWA heavyweight champion, Larry Zbyszko, in action. That's next week. Larry Zbyszko will be in action here on Florida Championship Wrestling. Now, a special word, don't forget, this coming Friday night, Wrestling at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg. And next Saturday, of course, will be the Oldsmar Days, the Armadillo Races in Oldsmar, Florida, the Oldsmar Festival. And tonight, Wrestling in Nassau. Wrestling in Nassau, New Providence, Nassau Stadium. On behalf of Diamond Dallas Page, this will be Gordon Solie saying so long from the Sunshine State.